One. Alright, guys, welcome back to the studentcast. I'm back again with Nathanial. What's going on, man?
Hi man, thanks for having me again, man. How are you? How are you?
I'm good. I mean, recording this, United have just lost 6-1 to Tottenham, so I'm
Let's not
not.
talk about that, man.
Nah, I'm not gonna. I know I'm not gonna talk about it too much, but if my mood switches up, people know why. Because I'm not that happy, but it's okay. We move. We're gonna get past that. But
Hey man, all the Spurs chats in the comments just gonna fucking rip you.
oh, here, look. I don't even want to get into it. It's just long. It's just long. I don't even want. I've been using Twitter more. Like I finally started using Twitter now.
Oh, that
Um,
toxic ass place, man.
oh, it's so bad, and
I love it. I love it.
it's so like I barely even follow anyone. Right, I follow like maybe 10 people or something.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
less than that. 10 people who post regularly enough for me to see shit. But it is so bad, and I'm like, oh, I just don't want to go on Twitter right now and see what's coming to me. But yeah. So for us, uni started. We've got term one, week one of the
Shit.
legendary online lectures. I mean,
Let's go.
yeah. um, do you like the online stuff?
Fuck no, man.
I actually
Paying.
disagree. I like it.
I mean, yes, I like it. The fact of how we can chill. It's more like you can get up in bed later. You can just do whatever. Like you got more like free time in your house because you didn't have to travel to and back from uni if you're commuting or
Hmm.
like going from. You don't have to get ready to go into lectures. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and literally just wake up, put a fucking blanket over your head, and you're good.
Yep.
But and being stuck behind that laptop, sitting some mad lecturer just talking the same shit that he's just reading off the PowerPoint. It's basically we're basically paying 9 grand for FaceTime.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I've seen all of the memes, but
All the memes,
it's
all the memes.
it's at the same time it's like it's the content that you're getting given that you're paying for, not really the
Yeah,
way you're getting
I
given it.
guess.
But I prefer online stuff if I'm honest. It just the only thing I don't like is that I have to do it all in my room because
Yeah,
I need
exactly.
a change of scenery, like to go to the library or something, just to switch up my mood because I'm sitting on my desk, which is right next to my bed, and then I just feel like, oh yeah, I just want to chill and I don't do any work. That's
Yeah, yeah.
but it is the first week, and there's been some madness on these online lectures with everyone trying to figure out how they work.
I think it was the first lecture this guy took. Was it like 20 minutes, and he was just muted for the first 20 minutes or so?
Oh yeah, it was just awful. Didn't know how to
That
do.
and the other, that and the other guys just chatting shit to the fucking lecturers through the fucking course.
Yeah, there's so many
That's
people.
crazy, man.
Yeah, in one of our lectures, the lecturer was just doing his normal thing. Everyone was muted, and then out of nowhere, you just hear someone unmute themselves and say, "This lecturer's chatting shit," and obviously everyone heard. And the lecturer just sat there and didn't really know what to do for about 15 seconds, and then carried on. He was a little bit shell shocked, but
Nah, I feel like he cried off camera. I can't lie.
yeah, it was a little bit of bullying, and it's peak for them because they have to teach to fucking people over a screen. So it's not the same. It's like just as bad for them, I'm sure,
Yeah,
as it is for
exactly,
us because they can't get like visual feedback as to how well people are doing or
exactly.
how quickly people are writing, if they are even writing.
Especially with like, was it Zoom or is it Teams that has the fucking like the little hand up thing? It's like, can you put your
Both.
hand up if you have a question? Like,
Oh, people forget to take their hand down. It's like, but it also the thing sometimes doesn't work. Where I remember I asked a question and I put my hand down and it was still showing that my hand was up. I was like, "Bitch, why aren't my hands down? I don't, I don't want
like,
my
man,
hand
come
up."
on, come on.
But yeah, that's
Honestly,
how.
I don't. I don't mind these lectures, man. Sorry for cutting you up, but like
Yeah,
most cases it's alright because most of the time they just read off the same stuff that's on the PowerPoint. But like for our like we're in the same lectures and that for our maths one, when there's some guys jotting down some proper maths on some on his computer and that, I'd rather have that on the board. You know what I mean? Like
oh yeah, they can write it so much nicer because they're using like a mouse to write equations, which is just
word, yeah.
sloppy. Where they should have like like an iPad or something, but obviously that wouldn't work as well. They'd have to hook
Man,
it up some.
half our lecturers are over 80. They're not
Oh
going to
yeah,
have iPads.
nah. Well, last year two of our lecturers did, and it was amazing.
Oh yeah, true. Was it? Big up Rui.
Yeah, sick lecturer. He did really good stuff. But obviously now we're in second year, we have to do our placement work, trying to find that
Oh
job.
yeah.
Here, look, I was Brandon, who's been on before. He's doing his placement now, and we were always in library together. And I'd
Yeah,
see
yeah.
him doing his placement work, and I knew it was long. I saw him do it every time, and I knew it was long. But I don't think I really realized the magnitude of how long applying for placements is.
It is long, like the longest of long.
Oh,
I
so if
so
anyone doesn't
jarring.
know what a placement year is, so in the UK you have an option between your second and third year university. You could, I'm sure I've said this before, but you can take a year out where you go to a company, you do work experience, and a lot of the time they invest this whole year into you with the intent of hiring you after you graduate your third year. So it's like a great time to get experience and stuff before you
Yeah,
even
yeah.
graduate. So you can go into either that same company or even look at another company and have some like field work already. But applying for these jobs is so long. It's like you have to write, you have to customize your CV and your cover letter to the job, right?
Yeah.
Which you probably should be doing for every job. But this, you have to whiffle waffle quite a lot to try get like, because I know I'd be sick and I want to do this job, but I don't know how to explain that without telling the person and saying, "Look, I want to do it, and I'd be good." I don't know how to write that on paper.
Yeah,
And
like I know I chat bare shit at times, but like, damn, this you chat bare shit on a piece of paper.
especially as
Like,
an engineer, you hate writing like stuff. I'm
yeah,
sure.
exactly,
I hate typing
exactly.
up stuff that isn't like definitive, like report work or something like that. This is just
Honestly,
like an essay, and I hate it. Like essays are just awful.
there's a reason why we chose numbers over words, man.
Exactly. And now I have to go back to words and I don't like it. Why can't we get Elon Musk's Neuralink to just like communicate with with thoughts and not have to do anything?
Oh
But it's
man, imagine the day he gets that through, that's clutch. That's clutch,
yeah, but we're so far away from seeing anything like that happen.
man.
But placement works long, and the the university's next, I think tomorrow actually, as of recording this, we're getting our first meeting with the careers team with our careers advisor. And to be honest, it's already a little bit too late because most of the good
Most of them
places,
are out.
yeah, are done and they're due in the next week and a half, right? All
Yep,
the big
literally,
multinationals, because they need like 3 months to sift through all the applications and actually
exactly.
get a bunch to be interviewed. So all the good ones are basically going to be done before we even get like our first meeting with someone. Although obviously me and you've already been on job, serious
Yep,
people, but I know bear
sir.
man that are not going to be serious, and they're just gonna either not get a placement, not do it, or just try get one last minute,
Yeah,
which
last
is
minute, and by the time you're doing last minute, man, they're gone. Like you're gonna have some second hand, like crappy little job for some small company that's completely irrelevant to what you do. You're just
yeah.
having a placement for having a placement. You know?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's far from ideal. Like, why would you want to do that? The thing is, we've been grilled to do this placement work from foundation year for us,
Oh
but
yeah, man.
first year for everyone else. From day one, they were telling us make sure you're doing your foundation year, updating your CV regularly, get ready for this. All the big ones come out in September. Like, be prepared. And from what I can tell, most people aren't. There's
Yeah,
obviously
exactly.
our mates are doing it, but we're more of the serious lot. But I know a lot of people that aren't serious and that aren't doing the same thing.
That's true. But I feel like kind of messed up as well, because most of how you say like most of the big companies are saying that, oh yeah, they'll be out by now. Quite a lot of them aren't. They're holding back for as long as possible at the moment. Yes, some
Yeah,
of them are already out, but not all of them.
no, not all of
Like
them, but
it's like half the amount of jobs that would be out are
yeah.
out.
Bentley just announced that they're not taking anyone on. That when I went on their website, they're not taking people on for this year, which is sad.
Quite big, that.
Yeah, that would have been a nice one. I don't know about Rolls Royce. That's going to be an interesting one because they just laid off
Yeah,
employees.
same with like McLaren as well. They like cut a fair amount of jobs not too long ago as well.
Yeah,
So
I don't know if what they're going to do, but I hope that they still like invest, like having it. They're still going to have people that work there, and they're mainly going to be high ups, and you still want more people coming through, and paying a grad cheaper is always better because you're basically investing. It's kind of like the football transfer market. You're buying a 19-year-old prospect with the intention and paying him less, obviously, but you're paying him with the intention of developing into something. But
it's true. That's true. Unless you're Man United and you can't sign anyone.
here, look, we can sign Cavani, who has been a free agent for half a season, and no one wanted him.
But exactly, no one wants him.
United apparently do.
I mean, hey man, after this result, I can't complain.
Yeah,
I can't complain.
Yeah, I mean, United have been a joke. Have you seen with I don't want to delve into football too much, but the football handball rule, like the new rule for this year that's been, I don't actually know how I feel about it.
I've never seen such a BS rule in my entire life.
The thing is, right, it's the rule that everyone was crying out for in the beginning when VAR got added. It was like, because the only way to say definitively there's a handball in the box is if it actually just hits your hand no matter what. Handball. Done and dusted. Flat rule. Everyone can follow it. Everyone understands it. Now that it's been implemented and people see, okay, the ball gets hit a lot, like with people's arms a lot.
I don't like that. Right next to them, like their hand is literally on their thigh or something.
Yeah, it's like
handball.
Yeah, and I guess there's like the two sides of this is the only way you can say for sure it's a handball, or this is the like ruining football in general. So I'm torn. I don't know which one. I think I lean more towards it's just a handball. It's the only way to be fair. But the thing is, the refs aren't implementing it fairly. Like they aren't standing by that same rule for everyone. And United, oddly enough, have been chefed from the start.
Hey man, that's because VAR is always on your side, man.
Well, it definitely wasn't today, at all. Martial gave a love tap to who was it, Lallana or Lamela, and my guy acted like he got shot with an RPG in the face, like ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous today, but
man.
I don't want to get into that too much.
Have you seen the projected amount of numbers of penalties it's going to be for the end of this year or something like that?
It was like 88 or something like that.
No, that's what it's like. That was like last year, but for this year, like current penalties and stuff like that, it's meant to be up in like 280, 300 penalties or something by the end of the year, by the end of the season, and that's just dumb.
Yeah, but I guess it's just going to be like the way it is. I mean, more goals, more excitement, gets more people back in the game, turns things around. I don't know. It could be interesting, but we'll see what happens. It's not that exciting. But
yeah, it just is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, with this podcast, I've been like trying to get as many interesting people as I can on. Obviously, I've gotten mostly my mates, but I want to get more people, and a lot of the and a lot of the time people I ask them to come on and they're like, okay, no, it's not for me, and fair enough. Like, I get it. No, not everyone likes talking for like an hour for a podcast. It's not everyone's thing. But I've been messaging like loads of people, like emailing. I think I've sent like 50 emails already to all kinds of people, all the way from like literally like KSI, all down to little smaller creators, TikTokers, Instagram influencers.
Yeah.
I'm mainly getting no response. And I get it.
That's what you. I mean, you would expect that, normally, wouldn't you? Like,
yeah, of course. Like the podcast is pretty small relative to everything else. On occasion, I had a reply from. Do you know the guy who runs the channel Beardmeetsfood on YouTube.
Yes.
Yes.
Legend.
I
Legend.
emailed him and I asked him, and fair play to him. He actually got back to me. He said it's not for me, but he wishes me the best. And I was like,
Legend. What a guy.
not a guy. Shout out to you. It was nice of him to reply to me and actually
Yeah.
check his emails. I know loads of people work with talent agencies and stuff, and they don't actually go through their emails manually. But it was nice of him. But then I emailed Pokubanks, if you know who he is.
Yeah. TikToker, right?
Yeah, TikToker. He talks a lot about like personal finance stuff, and
Oh yeah.
he like telling people top 5. Oh, I hate that trend. Top 5 things you should be doing on TikTok. But I emailed him, asked him to come on, and he said yeah, but he said he'd charge me. He said he'll only do it for 60 quid. And I was like, I replied to him. I was like, yeah, I don't want to pay for guests. I asked you to come on just because, I think you're cool and you're interesting to have, see his viewpoint and stuff. Never got back to me, but the whole reason is to get people on. I don't want to. I mean, you can promote whatever you have.
Exactly.
Everyone's allowed to promote their business if they want. If they've got something that they're making, more than welcome to. But the whole reason I'm getting people on is just because I think they're interesting and I want to talk to them. That's the whole reason.
Especially having like a podcast. Like with a podcast, it's kind of like a mutual benefit, isn't it? They're on a podcast, so it kind of helps their networking. Yeah. But it also helps you get more popularity, which then gives them more network. It's like a circle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like for him to say, "Oh, I want you to pay me," like the audacity, and it's kind of off,
I mean, I'm not trying to at him or anything. Like,
yeah, of course.
I've seen him. He's been on another person's podcast. I don't know who theirs is. I'd shout it out if I could, but I can't remember. He went on another person's podcast. I don't know. Maybe it could be just his mate or something. But he did go on, and they could have possibly paid him, and I don't really like that idea. I know, like celebrities or whatever that go on talk shows and stuff, they are paid to go on because there's big companies and they want big names and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think like podcasting, because when you're podcasting, it's not like YouTube. You don't make money per views. You only make money if you have sponsorships and stuff in the episodes or stuff like that. So obviously this podcast is making no money right now, and I don't really care about that. But I don't have the means to be spending 60 quid on Pokubanks, who has like, he said in the email, he's like 200,000 plus people across all of his social media, where I had Chrissy and A1 come on for free, who are nice enough, who between them, they've got like 200,000 as well. But they were just nice enough to come on, and I appreciate it. But
like, I guess it's just different people, different mentalities of trying to kind of just use the position where they're at,
Yeah, he's trying to profit off his small success and get it snowballing, really, and I get it. That's fine. I mean, it's all good, but my whole thing is that I wanna, if I could, I'd love to build this to a big thing, and the idea would be to make it a massive thing with the studio, the way Joe Rogan does. But I'd like to employ only young up and coming students and people who want to work like that, because it's something like that they don't get a chance. If you look at like the True Geordie podcast and stuff like that, he's got staff and things behind him of experienced people. I don't know, but I want to get young people involved and get people some experience, and not
more like a community thing, sort of.
Yeah, of course. I want to bring people in and not necessarily have them there for ages to help them grow their own stuff and then let them go. But that's what the dream would be, but everyone has to start with humble beginnings.
Exactly, man.
What was it? A while ago I tweeted on the studentcast page my top 5 dream guests, and I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. I know one of them was KSI.
Oh yeah.
I think we both have been known and fans of his, and all of the Sidemen since like fucking I was 11 years
They
old.
yeah,
Yeah,
since soon like when they started off as irrelevant sort of small YouTubers,
yeah.
and then since then they've just
I
they've
mean,
just blew up.
I've been subbed to KSI pre 1 million subs,
Oh yeah, word, same.
like time ago. I've been fucking with his shit for time, and it's been so sick to see someone like, especially in the UK, because it feels like all the big YouTubers are like all the American people.
Oh
That
yeah,
are,
of course. That's just
yeah,
I think that's just the way it is though. In America, YouTube is it's a bigger platform in America than it is over here.
yeah. I mean, look at the population; they've got like 300 million
Oh
plus
word, yeah,
people,
true.
so it's to be expected. But I think like what the Sidemen are doing in creating like this cult, they have like a cult following,
Oh, they actually do, man.
and I'm low key a part of it. Like I'm a huge, like I'm such a big Sidemen fan. I've seen every single Sidemen Sunday.
Wait, have you got the merch? You got the merch? You got the merch?
I do have a Sidemen Sunday hoodie.
Yay!
I do have like was it Emily got me a Sidemen Sunday hoodie for my birthday? Not Sidemen
I
Sunday,
didn't know.
Sidemen hoodie for my birthday, and that was sick. And it's like it's really good quality. I know it's not
Yeah.
like cheap, but they're not ripping people off.
A
Like
lot of people off, yeah.
I know I've heard like with loads of YouTuber merch and stuff that it's not worth the price. Like you'll pay like 60 quid for like a Fruit of the Loom like t-shirt, like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you can tell with the Sidemen stuff because I fuck with like clothing and especially like quality of clothing for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
long time, and I can feel it. Like first thing I do before I buy stuff is like I touch it and I'm like feel the fabric.
Start sniffing the clothes and that.
Who the fuck picked this cotton? I can tell, but
Jesus.
uh, but it feels really nice. It feels thick. It feels substantial. It's not like when I go to Primark, and maybe this. I'm not trying to be like stingy against Primark, but their stuff is fucking shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, for what it is though, for the price and that, it's alright. It's
Yeah,
okay. But still, if you want to get a decent clothing that will feels good, last and it will last for a long period of time, just go to a normal store, man.
yeah. I mean, the thing I always say is like I'd rather buy one thing that will last me like plus years, even longer,
Of course.
than have like a Primark one that lasts two washes, literally, and
And
then
fades out.
and it's faded or it's like mesh, or you know when hoodies do that thing where it like
Get their little
bubbles.
balls and beads. And that.
Oh, I actually hate that, and sometimes it's because of like the washing machine and stuff. But
Yeah, yeah.
a lot of the time, you can tell by the quality of stuff when you wash it, how it goes through the washing machine. I've got some bad
yeah.
stuff that it's not fun. But the good quality stuff, no matter how I wash it, right? No matter I put it in the same wash with the same clothes, it just comes out like the exact same, and you
Yeah.
can just tell. So yeah. But Sidemen, they are
Having them piece of clothing,
yeah. I mean,
having them clothing, man, that would just like cut you.
yeah. Sidemen are killing it, like especially in the UK. They are literally the biggest. I would say, yeah, they have to be the
How much have they
biggest.
got? Have they got over 10 mil yet?
No, they're close. They're close.
Close. They're still trying to do that, huh? Every
Yeah.
single video at the end of it, like make sure you get us over 10 million subscribers.
Well, yeah, because if you don't, then they're gonna stop making videos.
In it. I mean, I don't know about you guys listening, but I'm subscribing, man, because God, them videos are too funny. Those challenges they do, too funny, too funny.
Yeah, they released obviously it's Sunday today, but Sidemen Sundays today. It's Split or Steal.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's the first thing I'm doing straight after this. I actually can't wait to watch that. Hopefully it's good.
Hilarious, man.
I mean, the one where they did was it Pub Bingo, where they went around central London recently.
Yes.
Oh.
Legendary, man. That was elite.
It was so funny. It was just so funny. They were so drunk midday.
Oh, apart from Toby, anyway.
Yeah, but he did have one drink, and it feels like when they get Toby to drink, when they bully him to drinking, it feels like someone's like forcing their Muslim mate to eat a fucking bacon like sauce sandwich. That's
it is that deep.
I mean, he just chooses not to. It's not any other
Yeah,
reason.
no, it's not like that.
I mean, he chooses not to, but it feels like I'm like, no, protect this man at all costs. Why stop bullying him?
He's an innocent man. Like,
Yeah, he's done fuck all.
crazy. Who is your favorite though out of the lot? That's what I want to know.
Favorite. Favorite in what way though?
If you had to pick one of them,
To do
what
what?
would you choose?
It depends.
To do what? Ooh.
The funniest person is Harry.
Oh, word. He's just a crackhead, man.
Yeah,
Like, a literal crackhead. Like, he's
Yeah.
hilarious.
But
I feel like if you had to choose one to meet or to become friends with or something, which one would you choose?
I think I would get along with Simon the most because he's got like that sense of humor that so many times it just goes over the other people's heads. Where his
It's
humor,
so dark, man.
yeah, it's dark or it's like really dead, where he throws out these dead puns, and I'm like, that is fucking jokes. I'm dying laughing. No one else cares. It's like no one else is laughing, but I get it.
Fucking hilarious, man.
What about you?
Like, for me, man, I don't know. I was gonna say Simon as well originally, but I feel like maybe Vic.
Mm.
I feel like me. I don't know. He's just kind of he's a humble guy. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he just seems he's chill, and I feel like he's innocent, but I feel like he ain't. Do you know what I mean? I feel like he's got some dark sense of humor that he hides. Do you know what I mean?
Vic's apparently like from what I've seen, he's like a proper raver. Like he loves going on
Alright,
nights
let's
out.
say less. Say that's me and Vic.
The thing is, he doesn't look like it. He doesn't look like he's that kind of guy. But it's like drum and bass. That's his like
Mad.
jam. Yeah, that's his thing. I can't remember.
Right, does he have a bucket hat?
Oh, they have the Sidemen bucket hat, obviously.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I've just got a picture of my head now of Vic in a bucket hat, wearing his shades, just rolled in his jaw.
Vic is the goat.
Real man.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to do a video with the Sidemen. That would be like a fucking dream. It would be to have any of them on. I even emailed fucking Con to come on the podcast, but obviously Con's big out here. My guy's grafting, like editing and recording basically all of the Sidemen videos. Like they're busy. They are busy people. So you know.
Oh yeah, basically, what? It's like a number of them as well, plus the actual Sidemen channel. So it's like a lot of
three
work.
Sidemen channels as well.
True, that is that actually.
They have a lot of work, and then they've got their own personal channels and their own personal businesses that they're doing. It's like it's a lot of work. Even me with this little podcast, trying to market it and run all the socials, update the website regularly, plan episodes, get people to come on, think of interesting shit to talk about. It's not a little; it's quite a lot of work. But hopefully it pays off in the end. Hopefully,
We'll do, man. Trust. If you keep on working at it.
Yeah, I mean,
there's big names to start coming in and start having some. One day, you never know, you could get Simon on this channel.
Yeah, I wanna be the next Joe Rogan because Rogan's 50 something, and you know he can't possibly be doing that forever. Someone has to take over.
Hey man,
why not the shooting cost?
Spotlight's there.
Yeah, I mean, in our groups session when we were doing it in one of our lectures, I made sure to plug my podcast. In the gym, I stick the business cards in people's lockers, so with the QR code. Only the ones with like locks on it, obviously, because there's people shit in there. So little things but once it's sunny, I'm planning on going around campus on like a weekend and just going around handing out the cards, trying to get people to scan it.
Yeah. That'll be
small steps, because just need one person to share it to one other person, and it keeps going. But
snowball effect.
Exactly. It only takes like your first 1,000 is way harder than your first 10,000, and so on. Like
and so on. Yeah.
The bigger you get, the easier it is. But it's the start that's hard. That's
That's when
yeah.
most people just dip off though, because they're like, you know what, this ain't for me. I thought it was going to be something, but it's not. But and they just give up. But in reality, if they kept onto it,
Yeah, I mean, I always say this, but like, you always see your mates starting YouTube channels, starting businesses, starting stuff, and it's great promoting them, but they stop at the hurdle of not seeing progress in the beginning, because everyone wants to see zero to a million real quick, but they don't see that it takes 3-4 years of consistency. Time again. Every time you don't want to do it, you wake up, you do it. It's a lot of little things that get put in that make the difference, and that's why those people succeed and prevail. You know, can't give up.
While we're on a similar thing, did you see that David Attenborough got Instagram?
Oh, legend, absolute legend.
Guy.
I shared it. I was like, I said it. I was like, oh, David Attenborough had to come on Instagram to patent some of these hoes. Like, there was so much people chatting waffle online that David Attenborough had to come on and teach you what's what. Like, the man should be chilling at home, retired happily, and now he's coming on social media because that's the only platform that was a 15 to 20-year-old actually look at.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's going to be sliding into the girls' DMs, man, telling about climate change.
Exactly.
And how they can change it.
I said he should get a double knighthood. He should be Cersei, David Attenborough.
Oh yeah. Oh, imagine that title.
Double knighthood. You see Lizzie with 2 swords, like crossing it on his shoulders.
just like whipping him around like lightsabers.
Do you think? Do you think the Queen smokes weed?
I want to say she does. You know.
I think she does. She comes out. She's like, I don't know. She has a bottler. I'm just gonna Alfred. Bring me the Stardog.
Especially after having a meeting with like Boris Johnson or something. Just like, you know what, I've had enough.
Oh, here, don't. Boris has been the biggest joke of this country for so long. What a waste.
I mean, I don't even know about these lockdown restrictions and these rules, man. I really can't lie. Like, I feel like I saw he had an interview and he even admitted to saying that I don't know what I'm doing. Like, these rules are confusing.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I'm not surprised. I think he just had an interview recently. I think he always does one on it's like BBC Radio 1 or something like that. Something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but he came on and said that there was a eat out to help out. He thinks is spread COVID. No shit, Sherlock. If you're fucking telling everyone to go outside and go eat, and it's 50% off, people are gonna go. And if they've got
go out, exactly.
And if they've got a mild cough, that's not going to stop me from getting half price off Nando's, right?
I mean, the guy's got to get his Nando's. Like, it's an essential in this country, or to anyone.
I bashed out the Nando's when it was on. Like, it was worth it. It tastes better when it's half off, you know?
It honestly would. Like, I don't know, it just tastes so much more juicy, and those flavors just come through so much better.
Yeah. When I normally eat Nando's, I'm like, this isn't a £5 chicken breast. When I'm eating it for £2.50, mate, this is fucking delicious.
Just going into the kitchen. Who cooked this? Who cooked this? I love it.
Exactly. That's exactly how I felt. But you know, not everyone used it. I decided to use it. My bank account may regret it in the long term. Spending that much money on fucking takeaway.
It might never happen again, man, so you got to take it.
Exactly, who knows? But maybe they're going to do another one after COVID is actually done, and they're going to be like, okay, we need to actually jumpstart the economy right now. Let's do it one more time. Reload it.
Reload it. And then obesity comes back through, and I'll be like, reload it.
Oh, fucking hell, the obesity crisis is a serious thing.
Oh, man, don't even get me talking about that.
I mean...
Hey, man, at least we're not in America right now.
Oh, fucking Donald Trump has COVID. Surprise, surprise. How ironic.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit of a publicity stunt at the same time.
You know what? I was thinking the exact same thing. I was going to say, I was like, I low-key feel like He's chatting shit.
innit?
He's chatting
He's just
shit.
he's using it as an excuse to cover up his bad. Like he's losing. He's
Yeah,
covering it up. He's saying, "Oh, I got coronavirus," and then he's gonna gas up. He's gonna gas up the American Healthcare Society. Say Obamacare wasn't shit. Like,
yeah,
look at me. We're a good country. We can do this. And then he's just gonna. He's basically just gonna backhand Biden.
yeah. Oh, did you see the was it debate? It wasn't really a fucking
Oh
debate.
yeah,
It was a shouting match, but
Man, it was like a one on one in the goo like that. Jesus Christ, man.
it was ridiculous. Like uh, that as a presidential campaign is a fucking joke. Like, let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
That is a joke. I mean, the UK is not much better with fucking Boris Johnson with his shit haircut. It actually pisses me off that he gets away with that. But his shit haircut is it's not better than fucking Trump's either. So we're the two countries, right? The two biggest nations in the world are fucking crumbling at their knees right now.
Oh,
Look
wow.
at them. Look at every other country. Every other country in the world, pretty much, especially like on borders. You see Canada and you see the US, the way they're handling the COVID situation, the way
Oh, I know.
their economies are doing. You look at the UK and you look at Germany. Why can't the UK be more German, right? That is a nation that we should be fucking following and copying.
I mean, maybe not a couple of years ago, like, but
No,
still.
no. Maybe we're gonna go post 1940 something. I can't remember. I didn't do history, but
I was gonna spit the facts then. I was like, shit, okay.
yeah. We're gonna go a little bit after that in the 2000s.
Okay, 2000s. All right,
Germany.
okay.
Their economy is thriving, and their healthcare system is doing wonders. They just know how to get shit done. They're just like, there's always that thing with German people. It's like they're efficient. They just do the work from A to B. There's no fucking messing about.
No messing about, no.
No, you don't ever hear a German having a laugh. No, they're doing their job. They're going home. They're shagging their wife with content, right?
Yeah, having a massive beer on the weekend, like.
Yeah, going to their Oktoberfest, enjoying life, doing everything nicely, and the government does the exact same job. They do it, and they do the best for their people. Right now, it just looks like a shit show compared to everyone else in Europe in what the UK is doing. It is absolutely awful. Here,
We got Scotland up north just laughing down in Parliament. Just
yeah,
they're having the time of their lives, you know.
a fucking
Nicola Sturgeon just laughing, man.
yeah. Honestly, she'd be a better MP or a PM, should I say? She would genuinely be a better prime minister than fucking Boris Johnson. And I think this has really fucked the Tory party, because once this is all over, Johnson is out if they ever have another referendum, because people aren't going to vote for him. This is going to stick in people's minds, and people aren't going to vote for him, and they'll switch. They're probably not going to switch to Labour, but they'll switch to someone else. They're not going to back him. So I think, to save face, the Tory was a party is just going to get rid of him. Just be like, we got someone else in. Don't worry, just vote for us. We got a better plan.
Yeah, we got you. Yeah.
I think that's what they're going to do. Right now, it's going to be a bit sus and a bit what the fuck. It'll be another David Cameron where they piss off mid shitstorm and leave everyone else to clean up.
He fully dipped, man. I was like, hey, man, it ain't my problem anymore. Have a great time. I'm going to be in Barbados chilling with my family.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Oh, Dave was probably the person that came out and said it the best. I can't remember what his lyric was. He was like, he said, he was like, you're going to teach your son, is that what cowards run away? Is that what you're going to teach your son? And I was like, it was in Question Time.
Oh yeah.
That was like, Jesus Christ, that just hits hard.
He just went deep. But anyway, rewinding it back to the American politics, man. Biden, Trump. Who's your money on?
To win?
Win.
I think Trump wins by like 1%.
Oh really?
Like a tiny bit. Just people are just gonna. He's gonna eat Biden because Biden can't get a word in and he can't say anything, and he's also fucking old as, Biden
Yeah.
could very well die mid presidency. I can't remember what the thing was.
Is
Uh,
Biden actually older than Trump? Because Trump's old as
yes,
hell.
70, 80 years old, I believe. Biden is around there, nearly
Wait, let me look
80.
this up right now. He's 77. Biden's 77.
Yep,
Trump
70 something.
is
2.
74.
Yeah,
Damn.
he could very well die. Like that's not out of the question. When you
Yeah.
hit 80 years old, right? Your years are numbered. Let's not lie.
Oh, well. It's like that. You're basically just waking up each morning, just like,
Oh fuck!
yeah,
I'm
man.
here again. Still
Yeah,
here.
basically. That sounds so deep, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
man.
is, but it's very possible, and I think there's just so many right wing people in America that are too stubborn to vote
Yeah.
Biden that Trump wins, and the way they judge the election is different. It's like you do it
They
by
take the
states.
majority of a state, don't they? And whatever the majority in that state is, that's the state that gets the seat.
Yeah, and then they count the states instead of counting the individual number of votes. So there's like
Yeah.
the swing states that are like 50-50. They're the ones that they usually focus on. Like
Florida, I think, is one.
yeah, Florida's one. I can't remember. I can't remember which one's which, but I just know the colors, the blue and the red.
Oh, yeah.
I know California's blue.
I literally think it's most far east and far west, the majority blue.
Yeah, and then
It's mainly the central-
Central's, yeah.
And you're red.
That's basically how it works there. From my knowledge, I could be wrong, but it's not really the best system, if we're honest. I mean, I think
it ain't any better than ours, though. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Ours is a shambles, too.
Isn't ours just like I swear it's just the number of votes, or is it? I can't remember now. It's been a while.
I think it's like, you've got the average votes of, like, the county or the region, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it's
And
same
then,
shit.
it's kind of the same shit for the same, like, county and stuff. And whichever county gets the majority, they get the seat in parliament, but the leader is based on the actual number.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
they've got to meet like a line or something
yeah.
to get that
It's like-
majority.
yeah, the most amount of seats that party, their leader is the PM. Now I'm remembering. Yeah, and then
We
it's
haven't
like,
had a majority government in like 5-6 years, you know.
yeah. I mean,
Crazy.
it's just a mess. The way the politics are running is just a mess.
Guy Fawkes had the right idea, man.
Yep. Just need to have some. I don't even know if fucking the Labour parties could do a great job, because they just right now it's all just like attacking Boris Johnson, but there's not. But then again, they're not in charge, so why would they put out a plan of like what they would do?
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't fucking know. Vote Green Party, for fuck's sake. Maybe they'll do a better job. Why not?
Do you think David Attenborough is Green Party?
Yeah, he has to be. Imagine David Attenborough as Tory. My whole outlook of that man would change. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't think he is. He's too smart. Maybe
I
Attenborough's
feel
just like, I fuck politics. I don't vote.
Yeah, I feel like he is like that, to be fair.
He's
though.
probably like
Kind of
that.
deep in it.
He
I don't
can't.
know, man.
He can't possibly be a Tory or Labour. He's green or nothing.
I mean, if he's not green, childhoods are in, man.
No, he's Galapagos party.
Monster Ava Luna Party represent.
Yeah, Blue Planet party.
Oh, hey, that's actually a shout, you know. We should make that.
Yeah.
Blue Planet Party. Have David Attenborough as the main leader.
Mate, David Attenborough is old as. We're talking about how Biden's old. Attenborough's older. Attenborough's in his
He's
80s.
like 80.
80 something. It's like, and he's not looking as fresh as Queen Lizzie. Queen Lizzie
no.
could pass off as like 70 something, like easy.
Not even 60s.
Yeah, she looks fresh, like for someone who's in their 90s.
And she's really using that free healthcare, isn't she?
Yep.
Damn. That's
I
crazy.
mean, What's your bet on how old that woman lives? I think her mum lived
Is
to
she over 100 now? Or is she 90?
She's 90 something. She's 98 or
Wait,
99.
let me look this up real quick.
But I believe
Um,
her mum lived to 109 or 10 or something ridiculous.
Shit,
Something really old. Her mum lived to 100 plus.
that's actually crazy. Lizzie is 94.
Yeah, she is. She
Old,
looks
old.
fresh. She's still driving that Range Rover, like,
Oh man, whipping around, almost running over kids.
yep. It's because she doesn't have a driving license. She automatically gets one, like got one, because she's the
Crazy.
queen. Doesn't make any sense.
Privileges, man, privileges.
Yep. If you want to talk about privileges, look at the queen.
Honestly, for real, she's really using that state money.
The thing is, right, the amount of money the royal family brings in is so much more than
More.
the country spends on them. Like, they what was their spend? It was like 2 million a year for the royal family or something like that.
Yeah, except from when they have like royal weddings and stuff, and that's like
Yeah,
a 50, 60 million splash.
but then again, they bring in like 10 million plus a year just from tourists.
Basically.
So if you don't have them, you're losing a lot of money. So fuck it, why not have them? They're just like
Exactly.
they're just like extreme versions of celebrities that you can pay to see.
Imagine the Kardashians being in the position where the Queen's at.
Ridiculous.
Damn, bro. That would be crazy.
That would be a very. It's 2020. No, I wouldn't put it past anyone.
Oh no, don't even, man. 2020 is the year of L's, man. I'm still. We've got 3 months left. Something's got to happen in these 3 months
Something
to
good
make
has to
up for
happen.
all the L's. Yeah, just to make up for all the L's that we've had.
What
Has
could
to.
it make up? United winning the league. That would. Fucking
Ha ha
hell.
ha.
That's not happening. Let's be honest. That's not
Nope,
happening.
it really ain't, man. But
What?
damn,
I don't know what could happen.
I don't even know, man. Honestly, I'll take anything. I'm on my hands and knees right now. I'll take anything.
Yeah. Oh, we're just gonna get shafted yet again. The thing is, right? Everyone's like, "Oh, I can't wait for 2020 to be over." 2021 is just gonna be the sequel. Like, it's not gonna get it's not gonna be midnight and everything's gonna go away.
Oh yeah, yeah.
People are just gonna. They want that fresh start, and obviously, the end of the year is a nice way to start fresh. That calendar switch, new year, new me, biggest bollocks ever. But if you want to believe it,
every basic white girl ever on Instagram. New year, new me.
it's not.
Hashtag new year.
No, it's not the new you. It's the same you. You're shagging the same person, getting bummed by the same people, same job. Like, life hasn't changed. You're just fucking getting pissed on New Year. That's about it.
Oh my god, man. Shit, man. Anyways, man, this is a topic for you.
Yeah, gone.
I'm British through and through, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got a bit of international blood in you.
And basically Europe. If I was Europe was a human, it would be me.
It'll be you, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Listen, British food
Yeah,
is
yeah.
absolutely trash. I went to Box Park, the good old Box Park.
Yeah.
The amount of different international food there is. I know it's kind of basic, and compared to like home cooked foods and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But man, British food, man,
It's
awful.
It's right.
Vile.
There's some things that are good,
Yeah, I have
What?
that. I'll take that.
but everything else is pretty boring. It's not trash. If it's done well, it's not trash. It's just boring. Like, alright, I don't like
Slap a
fish.
bit of gravy on that.
Yeah, fuck it. Get a bit of gravy on it. Yorkshire
Hey
pudding.
Dave, mate, let's get a bit of gravy on that roast potato right there.
It's all the same colour. That's what I've noticed. It's all that like yellowy beige. All British food is that same a lot of the time, except for peas and carrots. But
Yeah.
that's about it.
It's like a different shade of brown. If you deep it, you got chips, you got fish with the batter, you got
Yep.
pies with that,
Yep.
with like the crusty stuff. You then got gravy, which is like a dark
Yep.
brown or like
Roast potatoes, cauliflower
potatoes.
mash, mashed potatoes. Can't even think off the top of my head right now. Toad in a hole, whatever that is. Bubble and squeak. it,
Spotted dick.
yeah, so it's just meat and some it's meat with some version of potato,
In it,
basically.
it's the driest food man will ever have.
I've always said, Ryan, that I think Asian food, and that's such a generalization. Asian food is by far the best cuisine in the world.
Oh word.
It has to
Honestly,
be.
on God, like it is the best food
I mean,
anyone could have. Thai, Singapore, Hong Kong, Cantonese,
yep,
Chinese, Japanese,
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. Like it just slaps, man.
It,
All
it
of it.
this is how you know it tastes good. It's like when the vegetable dish and is good, like the veggie option is just as good, if not better, than the meat option.
Yeah.
You're onto something. Because I had some dumplings and I had a spicy vegetable and tofu,
Ooh.
but then I had a pork and chicken at the same time. The vegetable and tofu was so much better, miles better than the sorry, than the chicken and pork one. It was like I got the chicken and pork and I saw the tofu and I was like, fuck it, let me try both.
Might as well, yeah.
There was only 2 packets, one of each left. I was like, fuck it, let me try one of them, and then I realized I was like, this vegetable one has so much more flavor than this meat one. The meat one just didn't taste as good. And then it's the same thing when you go to like any restaurant. Obviously, the basic restaurants being like Waggers and stuff.
Oh yeah, like they're like fast. It's basically fast food Asian.
But it does taste good. Like
It does taste good. I mean, if
But
you
I don't
want to
get
have proper Asian food,
but I don't get a katsu curry because why?
for it. What you get?
I always get something different because I'm like, fuck it, let me try something different. Ramen's good.
I mean, the ramen at Wagga's is it ain't the best. I can tell you that right now.
No, it's
if
not
you
the
wanna
best.
if you wanna go to if you wanna get ramen, go into Chinatown. Go to any ramen place in Chinatown.
Oh yeah,
I
obviously.
guarantee you.
Oh yeah, I've been to better places, and then my whole plan for this summer, but obviously COVID fucked it, was to get a job and work, and then on my days off, go to London and go like central London, and then just try all the sick restaurants that I wouldn't. Like I wanted to go to all you can eat hot pot. I wanted to go Korean barbecue.
I've been to hot pot. Hot pot is lit.
Yep, I wanted to go dim sum.
Dim sum.
I wanted to go to a Brazilian steakhouse because they walk around with like swords with meat on it, and they just slice it in front of you, and it's just unlimited, basically unlimited foods, like buffets, but the good kind where a true buffet.
It's so. I've been to that Brazilian restaurant as well, man. When I mean I've never had meat, anything like white meat, red meat that tastes so good in my entire life. It's just so good, man.
I mean, that was my plan, but right now, I'm been shafted, and then I've just gone back into the gym, and can't be eating those delicious meals now. Now it's back to cleaner food, healthier
plain rice,
food.
Plain chicken, dry on dry.
Nah, fuck that.
Be better off eating sand, bro.
I'd rather actually eat sand, but I do have have to make food with. It's just like small changes that I have to make that just don't taste as good. It's like instead of using like butter and oil, I have to use that fucking 1 calorie spray. Fry light. It doesn't taste as good, but you just kind of have to because
it's got a firm in it.
Yeah, like I remember I made a roast dinner while it was lockdown, and I was like, oh, this tastes so good. And then I've got like goose fat in my fridge, and I'm just like, it's just looking at me, and I was like, you want to make roast potatoes? I know you do. Just do it. Just
come on.
Just do it. Just one. Just a few. Just a few roast potatoes. It's not going to be that bad. It's one day, one time. You can do it. It's not going to hurt anyone. It's okay. Do it.
all in the time being, you're just there laying in bed, pitch black, staring at the ceiling.
Yeah, it's just sad, but now I've just got loads of fruit and veg in the fridge, and I'm like, it looks so nice and it tastes good. It's just like, it's not hot pot. Like, I mean, hot pot isn't actually that unhealthy. It's just fucking.
It's basically like it literally is like a hot pot, and then you basically get your meats or whatever, and you basically just cook it in the flavored hot pot,
Yeah,
and
slap.
it's alright. It slaps. It
It
slaps.
slaps. But I can't be doing them. Well, I can be doing them things now, but lectures and
Lectures
stuff,
and that,
and
yeah.
then organizing people to go with, and everyone. Oh, it's a shambles now. Whereas in summer it would have been so much easier.
Oh, for real, for real. Oh, have you seen the videos of big up my guy Uncle Roger? Have you seen the
Oh
videos? Of,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
Uncle Roger is like Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver. Like,
yeah.
this rice too wet. If your rice wet, you
You
fucked
fucked
up.
up. Yep.
But what a legend, man. I
Yeah.
love that guy. He's so
Yeah,
funny.
I actually emailed him to come on the podcast as well.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but he never replied.
Oh, man.
So Uncle Roger, you have to come on, right? You have to be coming onto the podcast, but I get
Shame
it.
us in our British food, man. You know how it
Yeah.
is.
Mate, I don't even cook any British food basically, but I don't even cook any of my own fucking Serbian food. It's just meat. That's just the best way I can describe it. When people are like, oh, what do you eat in Serbian? Meat. That's bad. It's not very exciting, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine Turkish food, but not as good. Less spices in Turkish food. That's basically Serbian food.
So basically, you're talking about a drier, less flavoursome dish in Turkey.
Yeah.
Alright, I take that. Still better than British. Still better than British food.
Some British food's alright. Like the roast dinner is quality, but
I've got mates that don't even rate roast dinners.
what they
don't like it.
The thing is, right, when I go to a carvery, the main thing I get, like other than obviously the meat, is mac and cheese, which is even traditional. I just slap mac and cheese with cranberry and applesauce, and then swish it together.
You animal! Jeez, you're a psycho, man.
No, if you haven't tried it, you can't chat shit. But it's
okay. Next time I go carvery, man. Next time I go carvery.
Yep.
I'm gonna try it.
Come, we'll back a carvery on this weekend. I'm free. I'm off work. Fuck it, I'll drive.
I bet. Let's go.
Let's go. Fuck it. Let's get a carvery. But the carvery slaps. What else off the top of my head? Bangs at British food.
That list ain't long, so hey man.
I can't think. I mean, full English breakfast is quality.
I mean, yeah, of course. That's like staple food.
Yeah, I mean, the person who had a full English breakfast, who came up with it, was just fucking a greedy bastard, wasn't he? He was like, I want sausages, eggs, bacon, hash browns, beans. So the person who's taking the order was like, fucking hell, who's this fat fuck?
It's probably King Henry VIII or something. That's probably why he died so early.
Yeah, it was like an early version of Elvis. It was like they fucking shat themselves to death. Honestly, every time I have a full English, like a proper full English, like my digestive system needs like 2 days to recover.
That's facts, though. That's just pure facts.
There is so much like grease. It coats I need like an oil change in my body.
Listen, your organs are like, bro, just relax, man. This ain't it. Just like, please.
I'm pissing.
Give me some nutrition.
Yeah, I'm pissing, and it's just fucking melted butter, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's so unhealthy though. Like, it's so bad for you, but it tastes good, so I'll allow it. But that's, I think, the extent of like the top-rated British foods. Other than that, it doesn't compete with other cultures of food. Like,
yeah, for real.
Like, it can't. It can't possibly.
It's just deep. Like, I can't explain. Literally, most of the dishes I have are foreign dishes.
Yep, same. Well, not really, but yeah.
Not really, but you take stuff from foreign dishes and kind of just...
Exactly.
It's just the way it is, but... Man, it's depressing.
It is.
I need to change my nationality, man.
I don't have the British one. Lovely jubbly.
You lucky shit, man.
Yeah, I think we're done for time today. We've been going for like an hour and 20 already. Damn,
we've been talking about food for the last half an hour. So
exactly. So yeah, I'll make sure to link your socials in the description. Follow
man.
you, whoever wants. But yeah, catch you guys in the next one.
See you guys.